Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to, I guess this is going to be a Port Charles 411. It is the pizza Pinot pajamas. I'm wearing my jammies.
Very cute.
Port Charles fan roundtable night that we had on August 1st. So I don't know when we're actually going to be releasing this.
Every upcoming episode, I'm going to make you add another word to it. So a year from now, it's just like 20-minute intro of.
Well, I already said I think that the next one should be popcorn because that's a little bit easier to eat while you're just sitting here. It could be pretzel. Oh, pretzels are too crunchy.
Yeah, pretzels are very crunchy.
Yep. But no, we had a nice little gathering. I know that there were a few that weren't able to join us tonight. So hopefully whenever we do it again. But yeah, it was fun just having like a nice little. I had no idea what to expect, to be honest. I was just like, I didn't come prepared at all. I came with wine.
That's perfect. No, I like whenever the conversation just goes where it goes and you see what happens. Because we had a little bit of everything talking about the actors and then talking about the characters.
There is an expectation, though, of us as hosts to have some kind of plan.
I feel like we have our standard questions in the back of our mind, though. If it really would have been dead silence, we would have started like with our interview questions of when did you start? Who's your favorite? Whatever. But we didn't need to pull those out because it just ended up going there or other things were to be talked about. So yeah, it was good though. I just love our fans. Like it's so weird to say our fans, but I love our fans in the sense of Pier 54 and then fans is in the sense of everyone's origination story and to hear that they've been watching for a long time. And when we got into the talking about different soaps, I was like, yes, thank you.
I was out of that. I'm like, because I'm trying to put it all together. I need you guys to now create that board for me to explain how all these, because, okay, we're not going to get into it right now. Maybe we'll talk about it after on the, so just listen to our chat with other fans. And if you feel so compelled, be part of the next one. I mean, you both write in so much though. And it's great though, because that's kind of how the show started was Amanda and I would just text each other crazy thoughts. And, we thought that there might be more of us out there. And there is.
It's good to know, too. I found a page, We Love General Hospital on Facebook. And I was like, oh, what's this like? And I went on to see. And it was funny because the one guy who created the page, he makes a post here for live post, I think. So you go to that page so you don't do spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen the episode yet.
Oh, see, that's as you both know, I hate spoilers. So that's my kind of page.
And nice. I went there, and then one day I was at work, and I focus a lot. I'm in finance, so I focus a lot on financial documents, trusts, and things like that. And sometimes it's like, because I hear all the noise behind me. So I always listen to podcasts. I can only listen to so much true crime at work. Yes, I know that's your favorite. I do it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm turning into a nut. But I started looking for something like entertaining. And then I don't even know what I typed in. And podcast popped up, and then Pier 54. I was like, what is that? And I went in. And I was like, okay, let's see what that is. And I went into the first one. No, I went into whichever was the one for that day, and it was just on Pandora. Okay. And then I listened, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. So I went back to the first one, and I just binged all the way through. It was so great.
I think I've only listened to our first one once or twice after, but I mean, we made it.
It's good. It's enjoyable. Yeah. You know what? I didn't even notice. I just noticed the fun, like the entertainment. And it was funny because like you would cry or you would make the expressions. And I'm like, I'd look at my phone and like, okay, I can't see that. And then when you guys got on Spotify on the video, I was like,
yeah.
And I forget and I go to work and I put it on anyway. And I'm like, I can't see what she's doing. So I come home and I do it again on my day that I'm remote.
Aww.
It's fun. It's a good
she just
thing.
texted that she'll be on in a second and she is so sorry.
That's okay.
So
yeah.
Holly was actually one of our first. You were like one of our first fan spotlights, weren't you?
It was early, yeah. It was
very early on, yeah.
2022. So
yeah.
Whoa,
we started doing the fan spotlights, I think in 2020. I forget. But I mean, it was still, it's been 7 years already. So
man, that's crazy.
I know. It does not feel like that at all.
No.
I think the pandemic really kind of helped us all out with time. It totally messed everything up.
Up.
Yeah. It did.
It felt like one really long year.
We have Maria's joining us now. And so Amanda should be in any minute too. And then I really don't know what we're going to talk about. I figured we'd just all hang out and talk about Cheech. Hi, Maria.
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
Oh, we can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, can't hear. No. If you need to go out and come back, you can. Oh. Hey, Amanda's coming in. There she is.
Hey.
You know,
there's the bangs.
Oh, thank you. I was late to my own wedding, so, late to every party. So sorry, guys. How is everyone? It's so great to see everyone.
All right.
One more person coming in. Maria was just in and then left again real quick.
Hey, technical
difficulties. You and I both know sometimes they don't like to
totally understand.
Can I just ask a quick question? Because I saw can I just start on a question from GH?
Sure.
Okay. So we know that
I am drinking, by the way, just so we all know. I've had a week.
That's okay.
I don't.
Do we all want to share? Here, hold it. Amanda, do you have anything?
Metro Court pour of wine right here.
Cheers, ladies. Cheers.
If I drink all this, I got
like an
later.
electrolyte drink, so I've been tired. I had a
whatever
long
you
week.
need.
Yeah, exactly. What was I gonna say? Oh, so Ethan, they recast Ethan, and I found out about it the other day because I was away meeting my great grandson. So when was it? What's today? Saturday.
Hold on one second.
Yesterday.
Maria's hopping in again. Okay, so hold on one second.
Okay.
We're gonna. Or did she just go away again? Okay, keep going. I will just yes.
Yes. No. So yesterday I was listening. I think I hit 3 or 4 of your episodes yesterday, and then that's when you guys were talking about the Ethan character and the Maxie character, and I was like, "Wait, he just came back. Like, what happened?" And then I came home and I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be weird."
Yeah, there's a lot of thoughts that'll come out on Monday.
Yeah. I mean, some people say they do hear an accent. I don't hear an accent.
He's British. He's not Australian. He's British.
Okay, so it's a light accent.
He's
because
British
also
trying to do
the
American.
doctor came in with an accent also. Oh, here's Maria. Hi,
there
Maria.
you are. Yes. Perfect. Yes. Wonderful. And we can, Maria, do you have a beverage?
I don't. It'll probably be water.
Okay.
I'm actually in the West Coast, and
a little early.
So, yeah, too early.
It's 5:00. I mean,
yeah,
yeah, that's the go-to. I took
Louise was just bringing up the recast of Ethan that happened this week.
Yeah, and I just wanted your opinions because I saw so everyone saw, when was I home? Thursday's episode, right? Okay. So I saw him at the pool with Ava. So that conversation totally blew my mind because I didn't know everything had happened. So I was just wondering what you guys thought of their chemistry.
We'll let Holly and Maria answer that because we definitely have to talk about. Yeah.
I mean, I liked her with the old Nathan, but this is just not going to work.
Yeah.
yeah. there was more chemistry than I expected, especially for a new recast. But I was surprised to see a new actor there. I wasn't sure why, and I thought there was a reason they brought him back because, like, we lost Lucky and Luke, and I thought they wanted to bring back somebody for Lulu.
Right. Yeah. And from what, and it's like a little bit of a spoiler for our episode that comes out on Monday. Nathan Dean, because he used to go by Parsons and now he goes by Dean. So Nathan Dean only signed on for 4 months. So it's like, why couldn't they have just written the storyline to fit that 4 months instead of having to carry it out? Because
I think maybe they were hoping they could keep him longer, and we're trying to entice him with this. You get to work with Maura West. We've got this whole, here's a storyline we have cooked up for you. And he was like, sorry, 4 months is what I got. I'm out.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, he was on before he started with Maurice on State of Mind, and they were talking about it there. And they were talking also why he dropped Parsons, because he actually, was it him or was it? Yeah, I think it was him. Why he actually went by Nathan Dean Parsons. He wanted to do Nathan Dean's, but there was already a Nathan Dean actor out there, so he couldn't use the name because of the whole union thing.
Yeah.
And now that guy doesn't act anymore. So I don't know why he doesn't like Parsons, but yeah, he went by that. But he did
that's
say
interesting.
but he had originally wanted to go by that. I can't remember the reason why he didn't want to use his surname, but I was like, oh,
because
okay.
it sounds like James Dean. That was the first thing I thought of. It sounds like James Dean.
Right.
Well, maybe.
He's automatically cool then.
Yeah. Yeah, I know he did have a reason. But I did hear recently that he left for his personal reasons. I didn't know that he had already contracted for just that show. That's all.
Yeah.
But people have to do what they have to do. Look at Jonathan Jackson. So
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Amanda, I'm finally drinking the Chianti that I got from whenever we went to go see him, by the way.
Good job. Good job. Good job drinking. Yay.
Well, speaking of drinking, I actually did come prepared with a topic that's appropriate for this setting where many of us are enjoying a beverage, and it's drinking on General Hospital. And I've mentioned to you guys a couple times, when I'm working during the day, I have the TV on, it's mostly on mute, but I stream General Hospital all day long. It's from like 5 years ago. And you see, kind of like you guys mentioned this when you were doing the Valentine episodes, when you see all this stuff in a compressed time, it's really wild. And the stream is like that because it's 150 episodes that run over the course of 8 days. So you're seeing months in a week. And what I really started to notice is how often people have drinks in their hands. And it's, any time of day, doesn't matter the profession. If you're at the Metro Court, you're having either a gigantic glass of wine or you have one of those rocks glasses in your hands. They're drinking at home. At one point, when Peter died, Britt went to her office to get some Solo cups and a bottle out of her desk, and they're walking around the hospital drinking, celebrating Peter died. But where this all really comes together, this is when, and you guys covered a little bit of this in your Valentine episode as well, when they all go to Greece. And it starts out as Robert and Anna, and where everybody would converge is in this outdoor bar. And Robert and Anna are the first ones that get there, and they're drinking there, and Valentine gets drugged, but Anna just thinks, oh, he's just drunk. I'm going to take him to go sleep it off, even though they each had one glass of whatever they're drinking. And then Robert walks in, and like the next morning, and they sit down to have a drink. And then at some point, almost everybody in Port Charles is at this bar. And there's groups that are done and leaving, and Britt and Jason walk in, and they get brought up to speed. And so Sam and Dante leave, and Valentine, he's flown to General Hospital, and Robert and Anna leave, and Jason and Britt are going to go look for, I think Liesel was who they were looking for. And they're like, well, let's have a drink. So they walk over to the bartender and they order, hey, can we get a couple of beers? And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm out of booze. Your friends drank all the booze. And Jason's like, oh, well, can you go get some more? He goes, yeah, I'll go get some more. It's just like everybody's constantly drinking. I don't know how Eva is upright.
Right? Well, because she only has those couple martinis in the evening. She probably is like very regimented. She probably has like 2 martinis and is done.
Probably.
She knows her limits. Were you saying something, Maria?
No. Well, I mean, first, Holly, that's a big glass of wine.
It's a Metro
That's
Court
what I was thinking.
Metro Court special.
Metro Court pour. I like
Metro Court special.
I like that. We need to coin that.
Was the topic just, it seems like scenes are revolved around like people drinking. Was that pretty much it? I mean, I guess, they need something, right? They need props. They need to do something, like they're socializing. And
it's business.
It's probably easier to drink something or pretend to drink something than eat something.
Yeah. So, I was thinking to keep their hands busy so that they're not sticking them in their pockets or doing something else.
Yeah. And then Maurice, he needs something to throw when he has one of those scenes. So.
Right.
Lots of broken glass in that house.
That's something to keep track of.
Right. That would be a good one.
How many times he throws a glass?
Yeah. Maybe that's what his import is. He's just importing all the glasses that get broken.
He's got that special catchphrase, which I won't say, but we all know what it is. He says it so well.
Yes. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Cookie is joining us. She's just down here, though.
Oh. I see her ears poking up.
Yep. Oh. Okay. We're not going to play. She's down here. Say hi to everyone.
Hi, Cookie.
Hey, Cookie. Wow.
Amanda, did you ever
I heard we were hanging out?
Did I what?
Ever get your cat back?
I did not. No.
She has 10 other ones, though. Not like that's okay. Not that
no.
That sounded horrible. I'm sorry.
No, we kept the
somebody else took him in like you took in that one that you thought was your cat.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm hoping for. And that cat that I thought was him is now like the king of my whole pride of cats.
I love it.
He runs everything. And he still thinks that he can be an outside cat. Like if you leave the door open, he'll run outside on the porch and then he'll look around and then he'll turn right back around and come in the house. Like, oh, never mind. I don't want to go back to the hood. I need to be out into the house. Thank you. So he is adapted to being taken care of quite well.
You kind of parent trapped your own cats.
I did. Yeah. So, but I do hope that somebody else found him. In my mind, that's what happened. I don't want anything obviously bad. So I'm sure that he's living a good life somewhere else. So
now we'll give him good vibes. It was a he?
Yes.
We'll give him good vibes that he wound up with the parents of the cat you have.
Yes, that would be awesome.
That would be good.
Good memory though, Holly. Yeah. That was a while ago.
I was thinking that was like a year ago, wasn't it?
It's been almost 2 now, I think.
Really? Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I just remember being so angry that you got shamed by a groomer.
Yes. We've never gone back to that lady because she was just awful. I felt so bad. Just trying to save a cat.
It's not even your cat.
Right?
Right, exactly.
Yep.
So what else are we gonna
are we what are we thinking about Drew now that we finally have him back?
Oh my gosh. We can talk about it. I'm not bad on spoilers. I just heard about the divorce thing. I haven't seen the whole Nina and the water and all that. I'm so excited. I can't wait till tomorrow.
You haven't watched this week yet?
No, darling. I told you. I just got back from meeting my grandson,
right.
my great grandson.
Yeah. So what did you see about Drew? You were saying that you didn't watch anything, but you saw about it. Are you ready to hear about it? Because I'm sure that
in the episode
is everyone else caught up?
You guys can talk. It doesn't matter.
I think the disappointing thing about it is that this was an opportunity to reset a really horrendous character, and it doesn't look like they're going to take that opportunity. In fact, he's being worse than he was, and there were moments when he was sitting there. Like when Scout was in front of him, it looked like he was learning something from this. And
yes,
I understand his anger at Willow. I don't understand why he's hanging on to this stuff with the Quartermains. And he should be going to Michael right now and being like, man, I really screwed up. You were right. Here's what they have on me. I can't do anything. Do you have any ideas?
Right.
And that would be a fun storyline. But instead, no, we just have him going to war with everybody again. And it's just a shame because I really like that character. I did like that character. I know a lot of people don't care for this actor. I like him. I think he's great.
Oh, that's crazy.
I like Cameron Matheson.
Him.
I never what was he on? He was on One Life to Live or All My Children?
All My Children.
All My Children.
Okay. I didn't watch him on that, but like I knew that he was popular. I mean, I like him. I didn't understand why we had to recast, but that's a whole other story.
Right. But like I'm watching old Drew now on my stream, being played by Cameron Matheson. And he's great. He's wonderful. Yeah. And, you know, I just don't know why they did this to this character. And this was absolutely the opportunity to reset him. And they didn't, for whatever, take it. It's not his fault.
Yeah. No, I agree. I definitely thought that there was going to be like a little bit of time where you could kind of see like the pain in his face that like it was hitting him like, wow, I really did some bad stuff.
Look at my life.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And especially there are certain things that like people would forget that he was sitting right there and say horrible things about him while he was right there. I understand him having some thoughts about that now with you literally said right next to me that I should die. You know, like that's not cool. But especially Scout, you know, you would think that he's like, okay, I really need to, like, this is such a special thing that the whole reason that I'm even able to be on the Quartermaine property to watch her is because I'm in this chair. Like, how much damage did I do that this is the only way that, like, my daughter gets to see her family and I'm even included in it because I literally cannot move. You would think that would make someone want to change. Yeah. What about you, Maria?
Yeah, I agree with Holly. I thought, I mean, I can understand him wanting revenge when he finally regained the strength to do everything. But yeah, I was kind of hoping for that, and I don't know, maybe he'll need something from the Quartermaines to just kind of take it down a notch and team up with them. But yeah, it was just, you know, he got in the water and everything came back, you know, the ability to swim, to talk, to be angry. And I also agree with you, like the actor, the person himself is great, but yeah, the character is horrible. And part of the reason I wanted to join here was because I'm actually on the West Coast and I attended the fan club event and he had the longest line. You know, like we all hated Drew in the room, but he had the longest line.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's done like TikTok saying that people throw things at him in the grocery store and not jokingly. Like he said that there was one woman who had like a magazine that was like, why are you doing this stuff? You know, but then someone actually like threw an apple at him or something. Yeah. And that's not cool. So how was the fan event?
I went to the main event and then I watched 3 individual events yesterday. It was my first time going, so I wasn't sure what to expect. Yeah. I thought the main event, I was told, it was where you get the most for your money. I didn't realize it started at 8. And so there was a breakfast and they sold raffle tickets and they had an auction, but the actors don't show up until closer to 11. And they don't really tell you who is coming. They kind of give you a rough idea, but some people could show up or other people could show up. And so he was there. And then some of them have different schedules. So you might not be able to see everyone. Like, for example, Maurice was there, but he was only able to stay for like 20 minutes. And, you know, had I known that, I would have gotten to his line first. But he is having his own event, I think, later today or tomorrow. So other people will have a chance to be with him. But I mean, I thought it was a good first time experience. I was exhausted by the end of the day. So if you ever go, like, wear good shoes.
Okay.
And the other event that I went to on Thursday was with Bradford and Carolyn Hennessy. Nancy Lee Grahn, and then Rebecca Herbst and Rick Hurst.
Yes.
Yeah. And then and I think it just depends on the actors. And I'm sorry to go off of Drew, but just in case some of you are interested, like Brad and Carolyn, I mean, they're theater people and singers, so they incorporated songs with their event. Like they were telling stories, taking questions, and somehow they were able to transition to a song. So that was neat. And then Nancy is working on a book. Nancy's working on a book, and she read some excerpts from the book for us.
Okay.
So that was interesting. And then Rebecca and Rick, there was someone named Bruce who was, I think, a camera person, and now he's a technical director. So he kind of showed up, and Nancy Lee Grahn showed up. But they mostly had a Q&A session. And I think Rick, you could probably tell, like he was more talkative. He called himself a ham, so he kind of, we heard from him more than Rebecca. Yeah, so you kind of get different things with different people.
We've talked about going out there, but it's very pricey to get there from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, this time it was at Burbank. It was just across the street from the Burbank airport. Okay. So, it's convenient, but yeah, I understand. It's a lot of money. And then I was told next year is the 50th anniversary of the fan club. So they want to have a bigger celebration. So I'm assuming more stars. Like we didn't see a lot of vets there, like no Jeannie Francis, no Finola Hughes. So, hopefully next year.
I would love to see her.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I got to tell you a really quick Jeannie Francis story since you brought up Jeannie Francis. I was sitting in my office. I had the sound on. Scene is playing. It's Curtis and Jeannie, or Laura. This is back when they were trying to track down Cyrus Renault's mother. So this would have been right before Christmas of 2020. And Curtis wheels Jeannie, or I keep calling her Jeannie, Laura in, and she's pretending to be comatose so she can get admitted to this. Is this ringing a bell for you guys? This
a little bit.
Where Cyrus's mother is being held or taken care of. And I hear a voice, and I look up, and the receptionist is my college roommate.
That is so cool.
And I texted her. I'm like, I didn't notice it when it originally aired. I texted her, and I'm like, Nicole, I just saw you on General Hospital. And she's like, oh yeah, I did that. I did that a long time ago. I did that like in the summer of 2020. I said, yeah, I'm watching it right now on this stream. I said, you got to work with Jeannie Francis. And she said, absolute legend, pure professional, one of the best people I've ever worked with.
I've heard that about her.
Congratulations for your roommate too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So is she like a working actress?
Commercials. Yeah.
Okay.
I see her in commercials all the time. But she's like a working actress.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That is awesome. I don't know what I would. Yeah, I don't know what I would do.
I was like, get back on there.
I'm just waiting for one day to turn it on, and the nurses' ball, red carpet is going on, and the two of you are standing there with your microphones.
If we could just get a petition going on this,
I would love that.
We should, because I mean, why not? They seem to love you guys when you interview them. They seem to. I think the first interview, and it's funny because I was passing by the DMV to go to my bus. What is his name?
The very first one was Bradford.
Andrews, Andrews. And he was at the motor vehicle. He's like, no, I'm sorry. Oh, they just called me. Hang on. I was like, he was so cool. And I actually got to speak to him because he does like life coaching. And I watched a couple of his videos, his sessions. And I sent a DM just because I needed to get whatever out.
Yeah.
And he wrote back, and I was like, wait, what? And he was like, if you don't mind, we could have a chat. And we were on the phone for like an hour and a half. And
he was like, oh, great. That's how we connected with him. I just was like, all right, we're going to shoot him a message on Instagram. And I think that he thought the interview was only going to be like 20, maybe 15, 20 minutes. That's why he did it outside of the DMV. And then it wound up being a little over 2 hours,
Yeah, that's another good actor, good character that we lost.
That just disappeared.
Yeah. It's such a bummer the way they did him dirty. They did Tadra dirty. There was no exit story. There was no like, I can't handle this right now. I want to have a drink. I have to go away. There was nothing. They just like Scotty. And then, now he's in Key West now. Planked off with people. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not cool.
Because he was kidnapped, right? This is what we were trying to remember. Like he was kidnapped. That was during the whole Ava drugging Sonny thing. And then he was kidnapped.
That's what I thought. He was bringing groceries to whoever Jason had or someone had.
Yeah.
And the next thing we know, we saw the grocery bags on the floor.
Okay.
And then he was gone.
And nothing after that.
And to do that to someone that's such a legacy, like,
it's right.
Easy.
Yeah.
Well, and that whole Ava drugging Sonny storyline came, to nothing also, or not drugging, withholding his drugs.
Right.
Yeah.
We never got a motive or a resolution to that.
Yeah. And I just found that one hard to believe when it was happening because of what she did to because of what happened to Morgan.
Right.
Like, and she had such guilt over that. So why would she do that to Sonny? The father of her child at this,
She had no motivation to do it. It made no sense.
And that brings me to my question. Was the motivation not because of the whole custody thing with Avery? Like, weren't they going through that at the time? And was it? I know she was living with him. I don't remember what that was about.
I think it might have had a little something. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He was protecting her. Jeez. It's so easy how we forget. And then what we remember is just so weird.
I know. I took you guys literally. Did no one bring snacks?
I do.
I just brought wine.
So my daughter actually loves pizza, and she made pizza rolls today. So I grabbed one. Yep.
I made it an excuse to make pizza. I haven't made pizza. Yeah, I haven't made pizza in a while. I started making pizza. I had a really bad slice once, and it really turned me off. And then, actually, you know who it was? Michelle Burton. Right before they got married. Steve
Burton's wife.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Did she have a pizza recipe?
I never made the connection. She's very into clean living, clean eating, and stuff like that. And she just slapped together this pizza with like nothing on. Yeah. But it looked so good. I was like, oh, I have to try that. So
yeah, go ahead, have your snacks.
Yeah, that's what I did. And yeah,
I'm gonna have to check out that recipe. Because this dough is made of wheat flour and Greek yogurt.
And those are the kinds that she loves to cook with Greek yogurt.
Yep.
Like a lot
of my favorite substitutes.
Yeah, some of the stuff I'm like, okay, I don't know if I can eat that, but he's eating it, so it can't be that bad because I hear he's picky.
Well, okay, so do we want to talk? He lost a lot of weight in a very short amount of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he really slimmed down very quickly. Yeah.
He said it was intentional.
He said it. Yeah. He said it was planned with the storyline.
It was for the storyline? I honest to goodness, hardly read anything because I'm so worried about getting spoilers, and then I just get bummed.
This was on his podcast with Bradford.
Okay, but I stopped listening to them because they do spoilers now.
They do.
And their newsletter, too. They'll also email it, and it'll say General Hospital spoilers in the subject line, so that's good at least. Like, so you can skip it. But, yeah. That was a bummer because I really liked their show, but yeah, I don't like spoilers.
I love spoilers. Bring me the spoilers.
I don't.
I want to know what's happening.
I like the surprise of seeing it on screen. And
I understand.
Yeah.
So Shannon's favorite topic, Valentine. I gotta say, I am absolutely loving him with Carly, but I'm very torn. When Anna walked into the room yesterday, and I'm like, because I loved him and Anna too. And I'm loving him and Carly. And Anna's going to be heartbroken. And that sucks.
Yeah. At least they did have their time together, though, since she came back to reconnect. And there definitely was not, I feel like they left as friends and there was not like a romantic interest from either side of them. But I think that was definitely a gut punch, that to see him kissing somebody else, and especially with how he was kissing her. Whew.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
It was a little, they were getting steamy.
They really get into it. I usually hate love scenes. I love theirs.
Mm-hmm.
That's gotta be him. He put Maurice to shame, because Maurice used to have, between Brenda and that scene he had with Alexis when they made Christina.
Or what about with Sarah Joy Brown as Carly? They had some good stuff too.
Yes. Those
Sonny's I think Sonny's just a little too mature at this point to really have a throwdown hot love scene. But then again, Valentine's not to do it with much younger.
No, he's not.
He gives that vibe that he's gonna be doing that till you guys like have that mystique, that aura, that you just, I can't even describe it.
See, Amanda, it's not just me.
And it's funny because when he came on, I was like, okay. And I don't know if it was just my brain was not focused or because like I was listening to the Valentine episodes and I got them 1, 2, and 3 all together. And I'm like, wait, I don't remember that stuff. Oh man. All I remember from back then was Nina, Sasha, and Valentine. Willow, Charlotte, and Valentine. No, not Charlotte. Willow.
Yeah. When she was Charlotte's teacher. Yeah.
Nina. I remember those things, but there seemed to be like a lot that I was like, where was I? And then he went away and then he came back. And I don't know if it was the whole Anna thing. But I definitely I pay attention when he's on the screen. I don't care what he's doing.
He's a really good villain because he does horrible things. He's done terrible things. He gets his comeuppance and kind of learns a lesson from it. And he's got
and that's the best thing.
Good things about him, and he recognizes the bad things that he's capable of. Unlike Rue, who's being written like a cartoon, who is the exact opposite of that. Never learns anything, has nothing redeemable about him. He's a cartoonishly evil person.
Do you know if there's different writers for different characters?
We've never asked any of the actors that.
That's a good question.
And they're pretty, anytime that we have spoken with them and ever discussed storyline, a lot of them are very diplomatic about, we're not writers.
Right.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Like they might not like it.
They probably don't want to be killed off. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Joey Tribbiani.
Right? Oh my gosh, that's great. Yes.
Yes, exactly. But I think Stephen Bradford, because they get asked these questions a lot.
Yeah.
And I think they brought up where the different writers tend to have like they'll work for the storyline, or sometimes they work for a bunch of storylines, and it depends on how they compress time. Like how fast they're filming things. Like we see the inconsistencies of, wait, did they show that? Did I miss that? And they just never filmed it. They just talk about it later.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff, and how some things when they want to bring in other storylines, it gets pressed for time. But I don't think they have a writer for like each character, but I think like the storyline within a character, and they might have that for a short period of time. And then they end up switching them to someone else. So like, I don't know. I mean, people like Carly and Alexis and like maybe Diane, you don't see any changes really in how they play themselves, how they are. They're like, Carly's always Carly. And she learned, I think she's learning more now than she's ever done with Valentino because of Valentine, right? That's how
He's not trying to change her. He's not trying to control any part of her.
Hey, and that's what I was saying in my email that day. I was like, I have got to say, everyone that she's been with, like, this is the most real I've ever seen her. She looks so comfortable with him. They don't like, I'm having a fight with you and then tomorrow I'm taking revenge. Nope. It's like, this is a situation. Okay, what are we going to do about it? And then it's done, and she'll talk and she'll give her opinions and he respects them. He doesn't talk down to her. He doesn't scold her. He's not constantly trying to teach her a lesson, things like that. So I see like they write certain characters seem to always be the same. And then you notice that we're like, wait, why are they doing that? Like, that's not even something that character would do. And I think that's when they flip the writers. I mean,
so was that on Friday's episode so Valentine got his money back, but he's been staying at the Metro Court and Carly's been fronting the bill. And so, but he's ordered like this, like really, like he ordered caviar and champagne. And she's like, what? I'm going to be paying for all this. And he said, I think I'm going to like the idea of being a kept man. And then he surprises her and says, I got my money back. But he respects, it's the same thing as like with Anna though. Like he respected her power and was just like, okay, cool. We can do this together. Like you're not a threat to me. And my being a guy, like I can still take care of you and you can still do your thing and we can just still have a good time together. They're even. They're not, one has to be better than the other or more powerful or more in charge than the other. And I think that that's something Carly's never had with other than Jason. But Jason is so quiet with her and just lets her go.
And then feathers her back in.
Yeah. Although, his response to Sonny spilling the beans about her and Valentine, he just put his arm on Carly's shoulder and was like, really? And had nothing to say about it.
Well, I've only seen him. I saw when he came back. And he was with Danny and Tracy. Then they left. And then I guess he came back a couple of days before the next time I saw him, he was going to see Anna. And then, did you see someone else before? I think he had already seen Britt, but when he showed, I was like, oh, wait, why would he go see Anna before Britt? That's weird. But like every time he's talking now, and he's telling everyone, my priority is Danny. I got to focus on my family. And I think what they're doing with that whole storyline when he was over there, like this was the worst of his torture and all the things that people did to him. And I think it was more because now of Danny. Because like before it was always, well, Danny has Sam, this one has that, this one has that. And not that he didn't care, but he always knew everybody was taken care of. And even with Jake still has Elizabeth whenever he decides to come back from art school, But Danny is like a little mini me. And he's got like both of them. He's like such a cool kid. He's got both his parents in him, but I could totally see him being this. And I think, and he did say, he won't tell, but he says that whole exit scene, all of the scenes that happened before the exit, the way the exit happened and the way he came back, he and Valentine came back, he said there's great story coming out of all of that. And there's going to be a lot of changes. But he won't say anything else. So all he says is his priority is Danny and everybody else has to, everything else. And we just have to wait and see as it comes. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
I have a theory for why they sent Danny and Jason on that trip. Is I think they wanted to get him on air as quickly as possible. They filmed that scene right when he came back, where it was just him, Danny, and Tracy, and then him and Danny exiting, and then they get more stuff in the can for him, but they wanted to get him on air as quickly as possible. Because it was kind of weird that he came back, we had him for like 2 days, and then he was gone for 2 weeks.
It was
that day
16,000.
That the 13th was the
16th.
First thousand?
Yeah.
It was an anniversary episode.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Yeah.
So that they brought him back for that. And then he was, whoop, came out. I was like, okay. And was that the day that they were doing all of the little Easter eggs with the number?
Yep.
Yes. It was 16,000, right? Because they kept saying 16.
16,000.
16. Yeah.
Did they talk about that at all at the fan event, Maria?
No, they didn't. Yeah. And then also, the main event, they introduced all the cast and they only had time for one question or two questions and they all answered. It was just describe GH in 2 to 3 words. And so that took up time. So yeah, we couldn't even talk about the 16,000 episode.
What did they say? What were their answers?
I mean, some of them, like a lot of them just kind of thought that GH meant family to them. Some people were more realistic. I mean, it was their first job or a job, gave them health care, things like that. Some people were kind of gave funny answers, I think just to be different, like the actor who played Yuri. With his Yuri accent, said, Yuri loves GH, I can't do the accent. And then Hudson West was actually there, and I'm hoping that we'll get to see him more.
They were just talking about Jake. So yeah.
Yeah. And, if Danny's going to be a priority, why not Jake too? And his answer was when he first came on GH, there was a lot of crying for his scene because he had that storyline. So, yeah, they had a lot of different answers. So, but yeah, nothing about the episode. And yeah, I went up to Laura and I wish I had thought about asking her about Valentine. I didn't even think about that. And he wasn't there, unfortunately. But maybe next year, Shannon.
Yeah. I met him for 5 seconds one year.
Wow.
So he was in the movie Gettysburg, and my husband actually used to do Civil War reenacting, and it was the 30th anniversary of it. And I had a friend getting married. It was on Friday the 13th in October. And I kept seeing like all these, the actors. And I kept thinking, I should take my husband out to Gettysburg for the anniversary weekend, whatever. And then James Patrick Stewart was 8 a.m. on Saturday. And I'm like, we are so doing this. And so we left the hotel at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, drove out. It's only about 4 hours. Got there. It was raining. It was cold. And he was supposed to be with 2 other people. And they had he had flown in, I believe. So he was not part of the people who partied a little too hard the night before because the other 2 guys didn't show up. So the entire line was only for him. Well, I mean, he was the only one there. So there was no like breaking it up. So you literally had I couldn't get a picture. He signed our poster. He signed my husband's Gettysburg DVD. I mentioned the podcast real quick and he said, oh yeah, send me a message on Twitter. You can't message him on Twitter.
Oh.
So.
But you wouldn't survive that, Shannon.
I could figure it out. I just need him to not listen to anything, to ever listen to the show before. Which I do love whenever we do interview them and they're like, oh yeah, we listened to your podcast, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why did you listen to us?
Because you would need thank you. But you would need a box of tissues this time for the drool instead of for the tears. It would just be like, it's okay, Shannon. It's okay. Keep talking.
We'll have JD just sit right here with me and I'll just be like.
Yeah, you'll have to take the lead, Amanda. You'll be the lead interviewer there. And then Shannon can just watch. I don't know if JD can watch that.
Right?
I'll just sit there like this the whole time.
Hey, I do owe you one after the Carrie interview, so I can talk for us. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's cute. I love that your guys are so supportive and they kind of get involved in their little ways. I love that. That's good. It's fun.
It was kind of part of it was really JD's idea too, though, because he had a wrestling podcast at the time. And Amanda and I were joking about it. And he's like, you guys just do a podcast. We're like, oh yeah, sure. Okay. Oh,
Holly. Yeah. So can I ask a question? I guess, did JD help you to set up your own podcast?
Yes.
And hopefully Holly comes back.
Yep. Yeah, he basically showed us how to do it. Taught me how to edit and then just kind of went from there. He actually edited the first couple episodes because I had no idea what I was doing. And then when I'm traveling, he actually edits them for me. And then he'll send them to me and I will listen on an earbud as I'm going about doing my stuff. And I listen to it at like double the time I don't know how he's going to do with editing the video now, though, but I'm sure he'll figure it out.
What made you two decide to switch to video?
Peer pressure.
You're right. 100%.
Pretty much. I mean, really, it was. So we joined a network and they kept talking about how podcasts are now becoming more visual and people are watching, the clips and everything. And I mean, I listened to My Favorite Murder and now they're on Netflix, so it's, you're now watching video. But we've gotten pretty good feedback about it because now people can understand why Amanda gets crazy at me.
Yeah, there is like an awkward silence, and then you're trying to figure out what happened, and then I think like maybe Amanda will fill in the blanks for us, and it's like, oh, she's crying, that's why.
And now you can just see it.
Yeah. I think it's definitely saved my reputation with some people because people would write in, Amanda is so mean to Shannon. Why is she so mean? I'm like, I am not mean. She cries over everything. I can't pause and be like, oh, are you okay? Because she's going to move through it.
We would never get done.
Exactly. Right. And it's fun to tease her about stuff. So it's just part of our friendship.
And it really does just come out of nowhere, though. Like, I do so well. And then I just choked up.
That last Valentine that we recorded, I was like, what
That's
are
what I
you
was
crying
gonna
for?
And the only reason, but you're why I actually started crying because I was doing so well. And then I saw you laughing and I'm like, stop. Yeah.
Funny.
I powered through a little bit.
What kept me, like curiosity drew me in, but what kept me was the realness of the two of you, the camaraderie, and how I felt like I was sitting at the table with the two of you because it was just a chit chat, and I was like, oh my God. So sometimes I'm at work and I go, okay, and the girl next to me would be like, what? And now she's like, okay, yeah, I know what she's doing. But in the beginning, she was like, what? What happened?
Oh, Holly lost her internet connection, but she said, thank you. It was a fun night.
Okay.
Wait, how'd she do that? Did she email you?
She emailed me. She said she probably did it through her phone. Like she probably just texted me or like sent through her email on her phone.
Oh, okay. No, I meant did she do it like on the...
Oh, no. She emailed.
Oh, okay.
I just checked because I was like, I bet she's going to email us. And she did.
That was smart.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too bad.
That's what I love about the fake backgrounds because someone just walks through and suddenly there's a random.
Yeah, I was hoping it would work. Sorry about that.
No, it totally did. It's fine. But yeah, so that was really pretty much it. Was encouragement to give it a shot, and we talked about doing videos for other things. So this was kind of like the soft launch, and then maybe we'll eventually do our red yarn board or something.
Yeah, I heard like definitely TikTok. YouTube Shorts, they seem to get more views. So, there could be like a sound bite from you all, and that might help get more listeners, more viewers.
Yep.
Increase your audience. So,
yeah.
But I like the switch to video.
Oh, well, thank you.
Good. Thank you.
I'm just proud of both of us that neither one of us from day one, neither one of us changed the way that we looked on the show. And we didn't talk about it ahead of time. We just both showed up and we're like, all right, this is how we do it to begin with. I'm not doing my hair. I'm not putting on makeup every day, So I think we both had wet hair the first time too.
Yes. We
I think we both showed up and I'm like, no. So Maria, how long have you been watching GH?
Yeah, people were asking me that, and I don't know how long, but I think I want to say either the late 80s or early 90s. When my sister introduced me to it, and it was just one of those. We were home during the summer and needed something to watch, and so we got into that. I just kept watching, and she kind of fell out of soap operas or started watching other things. But for a while. But when I was in school. I could only watch it during the summers. And then when I finally had my own VCR, then I can watch a little bit more. And now we have Hulu. So it's just a lot easier to keep up.
Nice.
Yeah, but I think back then I wasn't into all the stories. I think people were saying, oh, that was the Luke and Laura time. But I don't remember that. So or for like when Robin was younger. So yeah, I'd have to YouTube all of that.
Yep. That's the fun part about growing up with it, though, is because now as an adult, you're like, oh, yeah, I didn't understand that back then, but now I really do.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like they grow up with you. It's constant. It's yeah, well, constant and reliable.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're always there for us, just like other people. Yeah, I don't know if you watched other soap operas, but yeah, like when All My Children, One Life to Live canceled, like that was such a shame.
That was
Just
hard.
yeah, just
Oh, did you, I'm sorry. I just
So I might be
wanted
the only
to.
one that's never watched the other soaps. I never watched any of the other soaps.
I don't even know how, because I was still okay. I was already a veteran in high school, so it had to be like elementary school back in the 60s. I have no idea how I watched them all because we went to school until 2:30 and we didn't have VCRs or streaming.
Ooh.
But it was our afternoon, might have been like holidays or something. We watched it. My mom was at home at that time because I was still little. I was the youngest. So it was All My Children, One Life to Live, General Hospital, Dark Shadows. And at that time, they were only 30 minutes each. Yeah. And then they threw in Ryan's Hope, which,
Okay.
Ava's mother, it, she was Delia Ryan on
Yeah.
Ryan's Hope. And I think that was her first job, but she was amazing. She was insane on the show. You'd think she was a hoot on this one. She was crazy on that show. But yeah, that's when I started watching. When I started watching, it was Audrey, Steve, Jesse, uh like the crew. I don't remember if
Philip.
the Quartermains were there. Yeah.
Phil was her
Phil.
husband, right? Phil, yeah.
Yeah. Steve Weber and his brother Jeff. So Heather's husband eventually?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so the Heather Weber husband connection confuses me because I was so young when she started out, so I can't remember who she ended up with. But yeah, that's when I started watching back then. So and it's true, like I think you guys had mentioned um why they don't talk about Audrey and why Elizabeth doesn't talk about Grams, who's still out there somewhere. Like they didn't say she moved away, she didn't pass away, she's still there. And it's like it used to be. I think where did she go once? And she said, wait, who's the baby? Yeah,
Aiden. She said that like she was
Aiden.
gonna be checking on him, like calling him or something. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So there was that. But I think they should talk about her more, even if she's not on screen.
Well, she's 96 years old. We need to be giving her the verbal airtime.
Mm-hmm.
And when she passes,
yeah,
that's the end of the original. So why are we not still
right
talking about her, at least on the holidays? Like have Aiden be making her famous recipe for whatever cake, that he can just come home and say, she taught me how to make this cake, or something like that. That's not going to be fun.
That's true. There was a whole, when did I see it? Do you guys know the whole, like, their whole story about the Jesse and Audrey and how Audrey was married her husband and didn't want him. He forced himself on her. She was trying to get a divorce and she got
From
pregnant.
Steve Hardy?
No, the one before Steve. She was wanting to be with Steve. I can't remember his name now.
We talked about that at some point in time.
Is that where I heard it then?
Yes, because that's what she mentioned it when Liz was assaulted. Yeah.
Okay.
She shared her story. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, I didn't remember the story from when she told Liz, but it was only recently, so it had to have been I got it from you guys. And I was like, wait, what? And start Googling because I couldn't remember it. But yeah. And there's so many of them. Like, they talk about Leslie. We know what happened to Rick, but no one talks about, what was his name? I think it was the first email I sent you guys, and you were like, sorry, we don't know what happened to him either. And there's no, wherever they moved to, and then that's it. You don't talk about him anymore. The little boy they adopted. Not Mike. What was his name?
Sly. No, that was Sly Eckert. That was Sly Eckert. No.
Not Sly Eckert.
No, it was Mike. Mike is
Mike. It was Mike.
Leslie Weber and adopted. It was Randy Washburn is who Audrey dated and was engaged to.
Okay.
So that must have been who that was.
Not a nice person.
No.
And I guess they were always pushing the envelope, because back then nobody talked about those things. And they all made a big deal about Erica Kane having the first on-screen
attempted abortion.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Attempted abortion. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was supposed to be, but then they rewrote the story later. Yeah.
Oh, that's Kendall. Okay. See, I'm learning it all now. Now that the show's been off for like how long?
I think it's Josh.
Oh, and then, okay, I'm sorry. I got on a tangent of the show, but you were mentioning when they went off the air, When I Like to Live and All My Children. Susan Lucci just did an interview. I think it was my local news. I don't know why. Maybe she lives in New Jersey now. But her book, La Lucci, which I thought I confused it with the Erica Kane book on the show. So she's writing a book now, or wrote a book now, called La Lucci. So it's Susan Lucci, the actress, about her. I can just imagine the stuff that's in there. But the interviewer was asking her, and apparently, there's at least one, if not two, All My Children movies coming out with the cast members.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, okay, because you can't have anybody play Erica Kane. And she was like, how's this going to work? And apparently, what are their names? Mark and Kelly.
Consuelos. Yeah.
Consuelos. Yeah.
See, we're never watching it. I know stuff.
Yeah. They're going to produce and direct it.
Oh, that's awesome. Because that's how they met, was on that show.
Yep.
Yep.
Aww. He played one of the Santos kids, and she was with that crazy hair. Pork chops niece.
Mm-hmm.
We need her to make an appearance, though, head to head with Lucy. We need it.
You need it. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Need an appearance from who?
We need appearance of like Erica Kane to go head to head with Lucy.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
Yeah,
that'd be amazing. And she looks amazing. I don't know but her face. But she looks so good. She looked just like she did on the show. But that would be amazing. I can't. That would be even better than when Blair came. And even if it's just one episode, just Erica Kane and Lucy Coe.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Nora Buchanan represented Valentine in his custody with Charlotte?
Mm-hmm.
What if that's who Willow called?
Oh, that would be great.
Maybe. I mean, I was thinking, like people online were thinking that Isaiah Gannon would call Nora because she used to be Gannon, and then there was some tie-in and it was a way to bring her back.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, did they ever?
Erica Kane was married a bunch of times, right? She's one of the ones that has like a million different last names.
Mm-hmm.
So she was a Gannon? Yeah.
No,
yes. I know we're mixing our
yeah, right.
Okay.
Now, Nora Buchanan is One Life to Live. Buchanan married to the Buchanan. She was married to not Asa Bo. She was married to Bo, but off screen before she joined the show, she was married to
Hank Gannon.
What was his first name?
Hank Gannon.
Hank Gannon.
So Nora was married to Hank.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry.
He had a brother.
RJ.
RJ, thank you. I'm looking to you because I'm losing it. And when Isaiah came on the show, it was blowing up everywhere. Oh my God, could he be RJ's son? Could he be? Yeah, and something. They wanted to tie the whole thing in, but it never came. I never heard anything about it. Like, we don't know his backstory. We only know his professional training and, his surgical skills and all that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry.
he's still on the show. He was at the event today, and we weren't expecting them. And when they announced that he was there was a big gasp in the room because people wanted to see him. But yeah, there's still plenty of time to give him a backstory, and I hope that they do.
It doesn't look like he's going anywhere.
I'm glad that they were able to keep him because he came because of Jonathan. I mean, we don't know. They could have also had some other reason, but I mean, he came because he was a buddy of Lucky's. But then when Jonathan Jackson left, they very easily could have.
Yeah, he could have left with
he's
him.
done. Right, exactly. But he didn't. Yeah. So I'm
because he did just kind of float around into everybody's conversation. And we were like, so what are you going to do? What's going to happen? Yeah. Then he started sniffing around Portia and it was like, uh-oh. I was like,
I'm just going to sit this one out. You guys can go.
Like, girl, what's not happening with you? That's a shame. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I watched those shows. Well, that show, that was the only one. I watched that show and I watched them and I'm like, oh my God, this is so unrealistic. That would never happen. Why would you behave that way? And then there's moments like Laura with every single one of her grandchildren. Those scenes, like, I love those scenes. It was amazing. And it's just like, people are like, how are you still watching that? So I stopped for a while and then COVID. My tablet was here with the news when I started working on the laptop. And then it would run through the day and it would hit 3 o'clock. And there it was. And I was like, wait, what? Are you still there? Is that happening again? Because it kind of recycles stories over and over.
Well, and so you mentioned that like people ask, like, do you still watch that and everything? So Maria, did you go to the event with anyone or did you just go by yourself?
Since it was my first time, I went by myself. But I was in the area and I always knew about this event, but this was the first time I finally got the nerve to go, because sorry to say, I listened to other podcasts and they talked about the experience. So then, I kind of knew what to expect. And it made me decide to go. But
don't apologize. We know which one you just listened to because we
okay. But I mean,
they started because they listened to us. Like that is the craziest thing about this is the number of people who have written in and said that they've started their own show because of us. We're like, okay, that's awesome. Okay. Like totally flattered, but we're like, oh, okay, that's
you're inspiring and motivating.
Yeah, that's from my couch.
Yeah. I mean, I know people who used to watch it, but I don't know. They fell out of it, and somehow I still tune in. And and I think like Luis kind of talked about how it's great that like different people, different generations have something in common. But this show's been on for that long, so of course I'm gonna have something in common with like people of different ages if we're watching the show.
Yeah. They stopped having like the fan events around here. So we have to go places for them. So I mean that's why we drove 4 hours just to 4 hours last year and 3 hours this year just to see Jonathan Jackson. But the year that when was it? 21? Was that 21 or 22 that we went and saw? And it was the last year that they were really doing the was that Coastal Entertainment, Amanda? That was doing like the all over because they used to come here, but then they stopped.
It seems like they've switched to Zoom.
Yeah, but
or some kind of teleconferencing platform. I figured it's just
easier on them. I mean, absolutely.
Costs less.
But that's not the same, and especially for the cost, right? If I'm paying that much money, I want to stand next to you for 5 seconds and get a picture.
I want to meet you in the bathroom and have you say, I'll do your show, like we did with Kathleen Gotti.
Right.
Literally, I was washing my hands and she came up next to us and we had talked to her at the table and she's like, I would love to do your show. I'm like, okay. She's like, do you have, and because we talked to her and then we wound up talking to Marcus, but that wasn't because of that, but we did wind up talking to him from there.
I mean, Bradford, yeah, I mentioned Bradford was there. He's very approachable, and he did say that they have more shows coming up that they haven't announced. So hopefully, and it sounded like most of them were on the East Coast. So hopefully there'll be some more shows that'll be closer to you.
They came here.
Yeah,
so
they have the holiday show
typically
coming
come
up.
in Pittsburgh. They came, well, Amanda, the place that they just came to just closed. The City Winery.
Oh, really?
That just closed. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh, wow.
The last place that they came to. And Maurice came 23, 24. To like our improv, but like just the bigger shows with how Vinny's, is it Cousin Vinny's nightclub or something like that? Like that's so like those events, they don't come here. Steve and Bradford do. I remember he told us on our show when he was our very, very first interview. And he said, I guess the first time that they were in Pittsburgh, he thought that we hated them because all the equipment kept breaking. And I had no idea. Like all the sound equipment kept breaking. And I'm like, I had no idea. And so like they were so nervous to come back. And, you wouldn't have guessed. But yeah, they need to come back.
It's so weird. Yeah. But so I guess that's how it works. Like the places like is it Coastal Entertainment that they're still, I think the guys do. I'm trying to think of how their tickets went. When I bought my ticket, I bought it through the Stress Factory, which used to be Cousin Vinny's.
Okay.
And so that's why I bought my ticket. But when they're advertising it, the two of them, I feel like they say go to stonecoldandthejackal.com to buy your ticket.
Yeah.
I don't hear them mention Coastal Entertainment anymore. Unless it's like the big things, like that Grand Ole Opry thing. Are they still doing that? I think they did it last year, didn't they? Grand Ole Opry?
Is that
I'm sorry.
One?
Graceland?
I don't know.
They seem to be. Like,
Are they?
it seems like that. I mean, I'm not sure, but it just seems like that's replaced the convention.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems like they go there. It's probably easier for them to host a fan event because like a venue's taking care of most of the logistics. And probably because it's in the middle of the country, maybe it's closer to most people.
Maybe. It's October 23rd to the 25th this year. So far they have Maurice, Laura, John J. York. I feel like we never see him. Was he there today? I don't feel like I ever see him
Wagner
mentioned.
was.
Lynn Herring, Rick Hurst, and Kelly DeBode. Is that correct? I always mispronounce her last name.
I don't even know.
How the heck is it already all sold out?
It's probably really sought after.
There's like different packages that you can get. There's Charlie's, the Haunted Star, which at Metro Court and Port Charles. So it's like the very, very, very VIP. But they're all sold out.
That's cute.
That's a bummer.
Maybe 2027?
Start
or
having
maybe
to pay
a fan
attention.
club event for you.
Yeah.
We have to try to book it. And see, that's kind of something, though, you can make like how many days would that take? You have to figure out the price of what something like that would cost you. But you could also make like a mini tourist vacation out of that because there's got to be other things to see there. I've never been there before.
I've only been there once and loved it. Maybe we'll try to get together a little group or something. Because we were talking about that too, like trying to figure out just like a weekend. Like where could we just have like I mean, at first we said the cruise and then we actually had people writing in. I would love to go, but I don't like boats. And so, like even just figuring out like maybe like a middle of the country and just getting like a lodge or something, for a weekend and just kind of do this in person with people. And I have a friend who's a travel agent who suggested it. So she can plan all of it and we will show up. and she will run it. She will facilitate it. Yes.
That would be nice. Do stuff like that.
The GH cruise sounded like a good idea.
We can work our way up to that. We can work our way up once we get the weekend away, and then we'll work up. We'll have 2 trips a year if we have to, a land one and a sea one. I mean, we have to meet everyone's demands.
Mm-hmm. Meet people where they're at.
Mm-hmm. I've never been on a cruise, so I would love to do that. So
I've done it. It's the whole city on a boat thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's everything. You don't ever have to leave the boat, and you can do everything.
We could start with a river cruise.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
There we go. It's a happy medium.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll suggest that first. We'll do a river cruise of like the Mississippi River or something. I think that they probably have one, I would imagine. Amanda's quiet tonight.
He is. I'm like, what is happening over there? She's saving up.
I was just listening, taking it all in.
That's good. Yeah, I talk to him. I talk a lot. I try not to, but I talk a lot. I get over it. But this is nice.
Yeah. I think we're going to have to start wrapping up. Yeah, go ahead.
I expected more people.
There were more that RSVP'd. There were at least 2 others that said that they were going to be on. And then there was like 2 or 3 others that said that they were interested, but they weren't sure what day. So I just sent it all. And I was like, hey, if you can hop on. If not, we will do this again.
It's good.
Maybe the next one in the morning. Maybe earlier is better.
Well, but for like Maria, for like East or West Coast,
right.
She's not waking up at 5 a.m. to talk to us. She's like, no.
Yeah.
So is there anything that you're like, this will just like be the last question. Is there anything that you're really looking forward to, or any crazy guesses that you have for anything like coming up? Like, is there something that you're looking forward to that you hope happens, I guess? Amanda, if you have an answer, you can answer.
I was waiting for them to go first.
No, I'm all over the place.
I mean, I guess I feel like Willow needs to be punished in some way, so I'm fine with her going to prison, even if it's like, you know, I like the I forget what it's called, like the low security prison, the prison that you know, like Martha Stewart went to. You know, just for a little bit.
Security.
Yeah. Yeah, just something.
The one where they still have yoga and cooking classes and gardening and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, so I want that to happen. I mean, she needs to learn her lesson.
She does. Like, she needs to have absolutely everything taken away and no man come in to help to rescue her. Because that's her whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Well, we haven't had anyone in Ferncliff in a while, so I mean, we could just have her have a complete breakdown. But then I don't want the sympathy, because she's done it to herself. You know, she drugged a man first of all, she shot him and then got away with shooting him, and then immediately drugged him the day that she got away with shooting him. So,
and all the Daisy stuff, all that hasn't come out yet either.
That's right. Yeah. Do you think Drew knows? Oh, Holly is going to hate listening to this because she's the one who brought this up. Holly, so sorry. That's where Drew can get back on the good graces with the Quartermains, is to take Willow down.
Yes.
To help. Maybe she told him about the Daisy stuff. And I mean, he's already warned Brooklyn that she's going to go straight for Chase.
I
protect the kids.
You said that. Kind of visualized, you know how you were saying she was always talking to him and kind of like throwing in his face, oh, I'm glad I shot you, I wish you died, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I feel like somewhere in there she might have mentioned Daisy, because I remember somebody mentioning that thing with Daisy recently.
Well, because Michael told Jacinda that it was Daisy's first birthday.
No, but it was the whole Willow thing.
Yeah.
The whole was it in that conversation?
Michael said that they still hadn't found out
because
and they still hadn't worked it out. But how much do you want to bet we're going to wind up getting a scene of Willow maybe saying something about the fact that it would be Daisy's first birthday?
Right.
that is how we found out everything about the shooting. She did that whole flashback thing. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so good. But yeah. That's gonna be good. I mean, on the non-dramatic side, I am looking forward to seeing the whole Jason and Danny relationship become more solid.
Yeah.
That sounds like it's gonna be really good. Oh, those are two pretty good ones. What about you, Amanda?
I'm excited to see what we're going to do with Liz because she needs a good storyline. Like, we saw all this stuff with Lucky and he moved too fast with the engagement. She sent him on his way because that was what was best for him. She deserves a good love story, and I am not a fan of Rick's, and so there are all these new men on the scene. Let's see what happens with one of them.
Yeah. Good. There's two, right? At least. Wait. Yeah.
Joe's gay.
Joe is gay. They haven't
Has that been
officially
confirmed?
said that. No, they haven't said it yet.
The actor is, but I know that you shouldn't assume that, but the way that they've had him looking at Lucas sometimes.
Wow, they did not waste any time on that.
I know, I don't like that.
I mean, I know they haven't, but just putting him in Lucas's path. Marco wasn't even.
Soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, too soon. I see.
Yeah.
Nah.
And okay, so I have one more question just before. Thoughts on Tristan?
Tristan Roberts?
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw him on the plane with Jason. I saw him trying to get a tour from Elizabeth. And then I just saw him being pulled into the room with Brennan. So I didn't really get a lot of, I don't know what the heck he's about. Like, why have they got him in their hooks? Like,
right.
Is he a doctor agent, or is he an agent who can be a doctor? And why? And why throw him into Port Charles? Who's he? Yeah. He has to be coming after somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Good question. I mean, people were wondering. I mean, it's probably the same thing that you probably heard. Like some people were thinking maybe he's Brennan's son because the original actor was Australian. Some people were wondering why the actor couldn't be the new Ethan since he's Australian.
Right.
And then also I get the tribute to Tristan
Rogers.
Tristan Rogers.
Oh, Rogers. Okay.
It's so close to yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get the tribute, but I mean, if it's not going to be a main character, or if it's not going to be a permanent character, you probably could have done a tribute in a different way.
Or a good character, because so far I don't think he's good.
I'm telling you, they should have named Portia's baby after him, and then it would have been small, like insignificant to the storyline, but there's this cute little kid running around in the background that reminds us of who Tristan was.
And who had the potential to be there for like years, decades.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be 6 tomorrow, so it's okay.
Well, he already made history by being the first African-American baby born on a soap.
On General Hospital, not on a soap.
Oh, sorry, on General Hospital.
So, not even why, like how? How has there seriously not been another baby in the past 30 years born on screen?
Yeah. Who was the last one? Was that Maxie? Georgie, rather?
No, I just mean like the fact that like the last or the very first African-American baby was in 2026. Baby. Like, how has that not happened in the past 30 years? Like, how has that not happened in the past?
Right.
Like,
and there 40. Were so many that it could have been. There were a couple of, if not married, serious relationships that could have had them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah.
That would have been cute. Tristan Robert Ashford. No. What's his name? Desmond Robinson Ashford?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to know where the name came from, because apparently Curtis suggested it off screen for no reason. Not like, who was it? Was it one of you that wrote in and said that you think it should have been Marshall Henry?
I did hear that, so it has to have been someone
It
wrote
was,
in.
or was it Sherry? It might have been Tammy. I don't know.
Just the other day. But I think Desmond is someone. Oh, okay. Never mind. Henry. The Henry part was
Stella.
But I think they did say that Desmond came from somewhere.
They just said it was a strong name.
Yeah.
Not that they were named after someone.
It's okay. Not everybody has to be named after.
I just Googled real quick. There was nothing that was mentioned, because like Donna's named after the makeup artist that passed away.
So I'm glad she and Maurice had a good thing.
Yeah. So I was looking to see, I was like, oh, maybe there is like a cast member or crew member or something like that we didn't know. No, at least not that I could find in 2 seconds.
No, I thought it was a family member, but maybe I was still thinking of the one who wrote in the whole name was going to be after people in the family.
Yeah.
And they all say he looks like Irene. He has her eyes.
Yeah.
He is a cute kid.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen
that
him.
hair and that little face.
Yes. Little tiny face. His lips
He's got the perfect little pout.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't remember getting a good look at him when he was born.
I feel like he's the closest to an actual newborn that we've had in a while, though, too. Because he's really little.
Yeah, he's smaller. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's smaller.
Not like, who was it? Was it Daisy that was born? Or no, Phoebe came out at like 3 months old.
Right.
She's cute too.
She's a beautiful baby, but definitely not that newborn size.
Yeah. Well, I have a friend that was born at 15 pounds, so.
That's good, though. Okay.
This was so much fun.
It was.
I wasn't sure what to expect.
Yeah. It was weird in the beginning. We were all sitting here just like, yay, what are we going to talk about? Who's going to say what? And then once the first thing came out, then we just kept going. That's fun. Well, it's like meeting any new friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for
late.
Oh, no, you're totally fine. Amanda was late. She only got on like a minute before you.
Yep.
So if that makes you feel better.
I absolutely
Sorry, Amanda, I'm going to throw you, but she'll find out whenever she goes to listen to it too. So.
Well, I mean, you'll edit out the fact that we were late, right?
We'll edit out that you were late.
That's okay. Again, I don't pretend to be something that I'm not, so everyone should know I'm always late for everything, no matter what my intention is. So,
no, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for sharing your evening with us. I know Maria still have some time that you get to enjoy, but it's 10 o'clock here. I'm going to bed soon.
Oh, okay. So, yes. Yeah,
but,
sorry about that.
Oh, no. We're the ones who came up with the time.
Right.
We know how we talk. It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. And we'll plan this. We'll try to figure something out for maybe in person, and we'll just see where everything goes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.
That was so much fun. That went way too quick.
I know. We always set these time expectations like, oh, we're not going to have anything to talk about. And then we could talk for 6 hours and it still wouldn't be enough.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And to have Maria joining us from the West Coast too, because I was worried about that with the time. We weren't sure really what to expect. So, but you were quiet and you kind of shared with me why. So do you want to give a little heads up as to why you were?
Well, I was late, as I really do try not to. In general life, I just always run late. I always think I have more time than I do. But today I had it all planned. I was definitely going to be ready, my stuff prepared, whatever. And then I had the worst headache that I've had in like months. And I took Tylenol, laid down, set my alarm, and my alarm did not go off. So I got to show up a few minutes late. I'm so sorry. And then I guess I was a little bit quiet just because it was like, okay, this is a lot to process and wake up to, and my head is still a little owie.
I was going to say, when you have a headache, you're kind of like, wait, I am taking every word every 30 seconds.
Right? Yes. Thank you for understanding that. So, but I don't feel like I was too quiet. I just may not have been as in it as I normally am. But I also feel like during our interviews that I do tend to be a little more quiet because I want to hear that other person. Like, I already know what you and I think of things because we talk about it every week. So, but it was fun.
Yes.
And it was cool that her joining from the West Coast, that she had gone to the convention. So that was information. We're going to definitely have to plan that very soon.
I know. We've been saying that for 7 years.
I know.
And we were going to go in 2020.
Yeah.
And then that did not happen. And then we just haven't made it since. So, yeah, we'll have to figure that out. But I do like the idea of trying to figure out like some kind of, just like even at a cabin or something, you know, get an Airbnb, something.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I go on enough retreats.
Right.
So I know I can figure this out. Well, it's not even me. I have a friend who has already offered to figure it out, who told me we should do it. So she automatically jumped to cruise. But I think that we need to take it small.
Yeah. Idea of doing something smaller and then eventually getting to cruise. That would be awesome.
Yes. Yeah, because we could definitely attract GH fans with a cruise.
Right.
But I feel like if we attracted GH fans but didn't know who the heck we were, just sounds weird. But they would be like, what are we doing? And then spend a 3-night cruise wondering what was going on. Yeah.
Right. Talking to someone they don't know who they are. Like,
yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure we can convert them pretty quickly. But no, this was seriously so much fun. We definitely want to do this again. We're not going to make any kind of an expectation how, like, when we started, we were doing fan of the month. No.
Right.
That lasted a couple months. That was not sustainable.
I feel like we should try for every 3 months-ish because the storylines turn over at that rate pretty well. And, like every month is too much of an expectation, but 3 months would be good.
We cannot commit to that. We can. Right. There's some weeks that, guys, we barely get the 411s done. There's some weeks that we barely get the recap done. So, yeah, but we definitely want to do this again. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, seriously, we love to hear from you guys. I know we tend to also hear from the same more frequently than some others. Seriously, join in the fun, guys. Send emails, whatever. And give suggestions on things that are realistic that we could do.
Yeah.
But but in the meantime, join us on Monday as we recap this week's shows.
Have a good weekend.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.